Hey, what's going on, guys? Miniq77B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. This is episode number 45 today for the Season 2 of the Pontiac Excitement 400 here at Richmond. We got the YouTube channel logo and colors on the car for this week's episode, of course, or this episode, I should say. We had a really, I would say, really solid race at Auto Club last time around. We could do a little bit more, though, however, as we head to Richmond now in this race. Let's see if I remember this correctly. Yeah, it was Auto Club. I don't know why I didn't think it was. Yeah, in terms of like what we're gonna be doing here today, I have some interesting stuff that goes on in the shop. There is nothing going on in the engine shop at all. And I don't think I'm gonna be planning on building anything in terms of engine anytime soon, because got 68, 64 here and 65, 62. Well, this could get repaired to 67, but this could get repaired to 65. Now, I'm wondering if I should just get 3, engines or whatnot, just run 2 all the time, and just keep 1 as a backup, I suppose, until it's no longer needed. As a precaution, I would say, but I mean, if anything, we would just have to overhaul this one, though, because this is our lowest performing engine, so we have to at least try, I guess, something with it. I mean, we have so much money, but there is something that we should know about, though, too, before if we even want to consider doing that. Which, if I'll have to figure out what I'm going to probably do with that. I'm probably going to repair the one other engine, though. We had a new chassis just came in, and look at this beauty. 74 grip, 68 wear. That's really nice amount of downforce and hardly any draft, but that's okay. We don't need that stat. We're actually gonna go build another one. Yeah, we're gonna build another one. 454. How many chassis? All of them. We do it because it's very important to have that sort of stat line, and we're supposed to be actually having a chassis that's being overhauled coming up with the next episode as well. So that's gonna be nice to see about that. The engine, well, at this point, we're probably just gonna have to repair this one. I know it's kind of dumb, but we're gonna do it anyway. 145 for 2 races, sure, no problem. We're probably not even gonna bother doing that one other thing anyway. With that other. Yeah, modify this one. We're gonna select the engine. We're gonna select this one. And as a chassis, why not? We gotta test out our new toy for sure. We have to. At a track like this, we have to absolutely, for sure, play around with what we got. Richmond's a fun track, so I hope we can actually, move on with it. The R&D, we have 3 races left to go before the new tire wear upgrade comes in. We're actually 18th in the standings, quite a well, because we're doing our very good job of staying inside the top 20. We're still within our teammates anyway. Joe Nemechek and Kenny Walls. Joe got the better of Kenny this week's out of that race. Yeah, it's been tight. It's been going pretty well between these two, Rusty Walls and the Rooster, Ricky Rudd. It would be great to see if Ricky could get himself his first title, but as for us, we got to keep going where we're at. So Richmond, fun racetrack. Let's get on with it. All I have to say is I feel like I brought an absolute rocket ship here today at Richmond International Raceway. It was consistently like a lot faster than the pole time. Let's just say this now. It was incredibly fast. This car is. I don't know how it's going to be in race trim, sadly enough, but I didn't put the tire pressures down to 15 to cheese my way for a pole or anything like that either.
One more lap.
Look at that, first lap. I don't even need to do a second one. I don't even need to. We're actually going to take the pole away from Tony Stewart. So this is like our 6th pole, I think, at this point. There's no need to do a second lap. However, I am going to do something pretty silly and just increase this by 1. There we go. Now, let's begin the race at Richmond.
Welcome to Richmond, Virginia, the site of the action for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, here on MRN. Barney, the fans are eager for the race to begin. Tell us about Richmond.
This is a fast track, even though it's less than a mile. Richmond's smooth surface gives the drivers plenty of room to maneuver and make clean passes, but you'll still see a fair share of bumping going on out there.
The 56 car seems to have a knack for these short track qualifying runs.
Yeah, but don't forget, Joe, it takes a lot of people working together to get that car starting in the top 10 every week.
Jerry Nadeau is having some trouble in the points this year.
And how frustrating that must be. You're working just as hard as everyone else, yet you just can't seem to finish well on race days to gain the valuable points you need. These guys need a good finish just to regain their confidence as a team.
engines.
It's a full moon out here tonight here at Richmond International Raceway, but as you can see it towards the very back of the grid, Rusty Wallace, what the heck happened to you in qualifying? Qualifying dead last as the point leader. Meanwhile, Ricky Rudd is going to have a huge advantage going into this race now. Taking advantage of the poor start that Rusty Wallace is going to have, and we're going to be underway. We take a huge jump on that start. Thankfully, because of this engine power upgrade, we do get it. But now it's just all about trying to see how well we can actually manage the lead, if possible, because here comes Ricky Rudd already off of turn 3, ready to actually try to go for it all on turn 3 at lap 1. I don't remember it being iRacing, Ricky Rudd, but don't do silly moves off so early on in the race. We lead that lap, but we're gonna actually we're not gonna lose it that time around. But we have pace. This car has absolute pace so far in terms of like actually leading the grid. We're not like absolutely resorting to like blocking shenanigans, at least as of yet anyway. But like at the corners we're pulling away, but on the straights we're just getting reeled in back in. We have a 20.8, and like usually qualifying is usually a fool's sense of like what your lap's going to be, because it has not matched at all this season, or at all in this whole playthrough really, of what the race pace is actually supposed to be. But we're still leading the way. We're actually slightly pulling away from the rest of the pack, slightly, ever so slightly though, thankfully because of that little extra, tick on the gear ratio, as Tony Stewart's trying to take second away from Ricky Rudd. But now Tony Stewart's really starting to close in on us. We have to back up the entry a little bit, because sometimes you just gotta go slow in, fast out. And we're legit leading laps here at Richmond. Is this what it feels like to actually beat like a fast car around the track that you kind of really like, and you don't have to do like shenanigans to just try to hold them off and actually have pace? It only took like 45 episodes, but here we are. But Ricky Rudd's going to try to make a move on the outside because of that sheer straight line speed that they have. And I think, well, yeah, it's lasting 10 laps at least anyway with the whole thing or whatnot. I didn't put the suspension to be that high, besides the sway bar being at the max like usual. Trying to see if I could actually get some more longevity out of it. Tire pressure is only at 20. I mean, I didn't bother setting it down to 15 even for qualifying, because it wouldn't be necessary. I don't think it just wouldn't seem necessary for that sort of for this sort of track tonight. In this race episode, I should say. We're still holding off the Rooster. We're still holding off Tony Stewart. We're actually about halfway in terms of like lapping people anyway already in this race. I mean, it is a short track, so it does kind of like help there. So let's see. Yeah, we see Jarrett, we see Martin up there. I think we see Steve Park in 6th place. I think that's what that yellow car is back there. But yeah, we're legit like having 3-car pack here at Richmond. We're all pulling away from everybody. Rudd's about to give me the bumper, but he sides against it. Maybe Tony Stewart will go try to pass on the inside. He's going to try to go back to the top and back to the bottom. So now I think this is where at that point in time where, yeah, we're going to probably be, maybe blocking like a ton, but we still got good drive off in the corners though. But man, Ricky Rudd can be still so really fast sometimes. He really wants that. He really wants the lead. He really wants to go, because he knows Rusty Wallace is somewhere back there still. And remember, he started all the way in dead last for some reason. I'm not sure if there was like a tech inspection issue or what, but definitely for sure he's gonna have to get moving quick if he's still back in that pack, because we're coming. We're on our way to basically lap the field almost. All right, obviously this is the longest I've ever been in this run, and the tires are still yet to wear out. The fuel's going to make it to half, which is really good. The gear, it means I hit a pretty nail on the head on the gear ratio as well with this engine engine power level. We're not pulling away from those guys behind us, but they're not really catching us either. We're basically just trading lap times back and forth, who's better. Because Steve Park's up there too. He's legit running in 6th place. He might be a good dark horse factor. And we're actually starting to put some cars a lap down. The first up the bat is Kyle Petty. Not a good sight to see if you're a Kyle Petty fan, about to get lapped by yours truly. But yeah, we're leading flag to flag, wire to wire. Every lap's led so far. If we can lead 51 laps, then great. We can even get the most points today. I mean, this will help surely impress a lot of people. Hey, we're winning on not a super speedway. We could potentially be fighting for our first non-super speedway win. We could get our 4th career win of the playthrough in our 2nd season. And we're still not even like within the all right, so now the tires are starting to finally wear. I mean, kind of what I expected really about to be at this point anyway, but now it's all about who can get around the lap traffic the best. Will it be me or will it be the AI? Because, I mean, Ricky Rudd and Tony Stewart starting to fall off a little bit in the mirrors as the right front starts to wear down now. We're going to try to see if we can get around Kyle Petty cleanly here in the next 2 corners. Well, if we won't get him here, we'll get him in turn 1, or even the front straightaway, actually. We're going to go side by side with the son of the king. Would he be called the prince? I'm not so sure. Oh, both the Petty cars not doing very good today. Both 43rd and 42nd, respectively, for Mr. John Andretti as well. You're driving like Christian Fittipaldi with Thunder 04, buddy. Come on. You do a little bit better than that. You're getting outraced by frickin' Scott Pruitt. In fact, I think our teammates up there, I don't know what's going on with Kenny Wallace at Richmond in this game, but I guess he's not good at Richmond in this mod. I'm not so sure. I mean, definitely he thrives in the super speedways, but I guess not on the short tracks, I suppose. Ricky Rudd's going to try to have an easier time to get around to Kyle Petty, but yeah, we have a whole bunch of them right here. Well, here's our teammate Kenny Wallace. We're about to put him. It feels weird that I'm lapping my own teammate Kenny Wallace as we give him a tiny bit of a rub, but no big deal, no harm, no foul. And now you're getting outraced by Scott Pruitt, buddy. You're getting embarrassed by Scott Pruitt. Come on, you got to do a little bit better than that, buddy. You got to get around that 32 car. But the AI are having a hard time getting around Kyle Petty, so now it's a good time to start forming a shield. Because now, all of a sudden, we're the favorite to win this race. So hope to God we can get ourselves a big enough cushion with all these lap cars, because we're having an easy time getting around these guys compared to the AI, I would say. Our tires are wearing out. Like, this has been, you know, a godsend. Thankfully, the chassis grip comes in, and we're gonna get tire wear upgrade boosts in a couple of races. That's gonna be great to see for us. Anyway, as we're gonna try to get around these last few bits of cars, we got Darrell Waltrip alongside. We got Rick. I will not say Rick Maced, because that is disrespectful. I will say Rick Mast, you know, as in I am fast, but I left the bottom open for Darrell Waltrip to get back up there. But, you know, we'll actually just let him stay behind us. Rick Mast in the Conseco Pontiac. We're going to pass him, and we're going to try to pass Elliott Sadler as well to clear all these lap cars. Tiny nudge, no big deal. No right front damage. We are good, and we're clear all this huge pack. Now let's see how the AI will fare, because we need to build a cushion before, on lap 50, because that's where we're gonna pit is on lap 50, or even maybe a little bit longer. Maybe we can afford to stay out a little bit longer. I didn't even realize Jimmy Johnson was in this race. He's making yet another start in that 92 Altel Chevrolet. But guess who else is up there? The point leader, Rusty Wallace, is about to get lapped by yours truly, and Rudd is not too far behind. He's only about, I would say, I looked at the leaderboard actually earlier in a pause menu. I'm about 5 seconds ahead of Ricky Rudd. That's not good. That's not what you want to see behind me when Ricky Rudd's in second, and you're about to get lapped by the leader. Even though even the second place is 5 seconds behind, or approximately, I would say. You know, it's not good to see when you're going to get lapped, and you're the point leader trying to get around to the likes of friggin' Kevin LePage. Rusty's having a really off day today here at Richmond. That's pretty rare to see sometimes in this game, where the AI tend to struggle like sometimes. Especially, I mean, thankfully it's not towards the end of the season where they'll actually step it up to like 11 or whatever. But yeah, we just put the point leader a lap down. So now the door is even wider for Ricky Rudd to try to take as many points as he can. But we got some people coming down pit road. We see Scary Terry down there. He's one of our main rivals that we're racing against in the season so far. But we can't come down pit road just yet. We have to wait until at least lap 50, even though our tires are completely, I would say, I don't even want to say they're shot, but definitely there is fall off. We have grip and we have some tire wear. We're only going to get more, you know, as the season goes on. So I'm very glad we just fired every pit crew and all that, you know, when that chassis tire grip came through. But yeah, this is what we needed, guys. This is what we needed.
Looks like some of the leaders are headed down pit road.
Oh, all right. So that might make my decision to come this lap or the next time by. This time. In. Don't lose as much time. All right. Perfect stint. Let's not mess it up. Let's not have any failures or whatnot. We've led every single lap, well, except for this one now, obviously, but this is beautiful. We need to keep going. Come on, guys. We can do this. We just need to execute. Hey, Jerry almost ran over my crew member.
Come on, guys. Timing is everything. You know that.
A bit of a fumble there. All right, so it doesn't really set us back that much, but certainly Marlon have a bit of an error coming out of the pits there. But we're actually coming out in 14th instead of like dead last or whatever, like usual. But a bit of a slow stop. But don't forget the pit cycle is still underway. I think Ricky Rudd is still out there, so we do worry about that. All right, so the leaders come in. Rudd has come in. So now we just got to wait for the other people to come on in, because we got Elliott Sadler, Michael Waltrip, apparently they're still staying out on the racetrack. They're hoping for a caution. We're back on the lead lap, looks like now. But what says for the rest of the field? All right, so we have a new leader that's back there. I'm pretty sure that's... I don't even know who that is. Who took the lead there? It's Dale Sr. followed by Jimmy Johnson. Never thought I'd see the day where I'd see them two one and two. But eventually they're gonna have to come on in at some point anyway. I think we just blown right by Ricky Rudd. So yeah, we're up to 8th, and then we're just gonna keep waiting for the pit cycle to finish up, and we'll be on our way. All right, so oh no, somebody's blown up right in front of us. Oh, a little bit of a trouble anyway. Bill Elliott has an expired motor, and actually has caused a little bit of a shakeup. No caution comes out for blown motors in this game, because that would have been a chef's kiss for the two people that are still out there. Michael Waltrip is just right there. He's actually right there still. Jimmy Johnson's still out there leading laps in the 92 car. He's yet to come on down pit road. All right, now he finally comes on in. 63 laps of fuel he stretched that thing to. Wow, incredible. But meanwhile, Michael Waltrip's still yet to come on in. Oh wow, there was almost he probably thought about coming in, but he couldn't because of Bill Elliott being in the way. So now Mikey's leading the way as of right now, the number 7. But man, Ward Burton's really in the way of lap traffic. But it is fair that I pitted exactly halfway, so I'm pretty sure he might have had a little bit fresher tires than us. But I don't even know how many cars are even on the lead or even a lap down, because I see Dave Blaney behind me, I see Ken Schrader behind me. I don't even know where the rest of the field is, as I'm trying to get around Ward Burton, but man, he's just... I don't know what it is with Ward right now. I really don't know. Is Mikey finally coming down pit road? No, he's still somehow staying out there. He's going to run out of fuel eventually. How is he staying out there for such a long period of time? Is he trying to do a zero stop? That's not possible, I don't think, buddy. I don't know what you're trying to pull. You might want to come on in now, because I'm right behind you. I'm ready to take the lead away from you with a hell of a lot fresher tires than you. I'm just giving you space just in case you do decide to come on in, which you don't. So we're actually going to go on the inside of Michael Waltrip. And there's last year's winner around Richmond, Mike Skinner. He's actually a multi-time winner in his career mode anyway, and we're at the point. We are now leading the way here at the Pontiac Excitement 400 here at Richmond. We take the lead again, and now we continue to keep riding off into the substance, and Michael Waltrip finally surrenders his spot.
We just clinched the most laps led. That'll be another one.
And that's even better news to hear. Thank you very much, crew chief. Lap 79, we've managed to catch a whole gaggle of cars. Some have yet to even pass. Like Jerry Nadeau, I think, is one of those guys where I've yet to even pass in this race. I never thought I'd be this dominant in this track tonight. I never thought I would. After like running, I think, where was it, like 30th or whatever, like in the first race or so at Richmond, and yet here I am, just like legitimately like kicking the whole field to the fucking curb as we a little bit of a nudge there for Stacy Compton, you know, for old time's sake. Waltrip's trying to get around our teammate Kenny Wallace. We really don't want that to happen, so we're actually going to try to keep him up there a little bit while longer as we give Kenny some room. We're going to keep pitting Michael Waltrip against the wall. But of course, we have to get around our teammate again, so this is weird. I'm slapping my own teammate twice in this race. It is still weird to me, and Hold on, is that Bobby Labonte? Yeah, that's Bobby Labonte. We're about to lap in this race as well. It's honestly absurd. And Chad Little, I mean, I expected Chad Little to be lapped by now, but no, he's actually on the lead lap as well, believe it or not. Chad Little having a great race, actually, for his standards. Really nice race there for the number 97. As for us, though, we just keep, I mean, I don't even know. It's not like Thunder 04 where they tell me the exact, like where the leader, like how well I've been doing, as I nearly put myself and Scott Pruitt into the wall. I had to give myself a little bit of space back there. Yeah, it's clear as day the tires are starting to wear out. I need to start being a little bit slower in the corners. I need to start driving a little bit easier. There's literally no pressure at all right now. There literally is none. And it's time to start driving like it. 10 laps to go in this race. I mean, what can we say besides just absolute curb-stomping performance here today? Regardless if a yellow comes out now and just kind of throws a wrench into everything or whatever, a late race restart. This has been an incredible drive, incredible race. Never thought it'd be like, this is a much-needed thing for us guys. This will clearly help us out in keeping our seat. I think at this point, I'm pretty sure Andy Petrie's like, yeah, you know what? You've won 3 races this season. Now you're actually starting to win races that are like not super speedways. I'm pretty sure Andy Petrie would like to keep me regardless, as we give a little bit of a shove to Dallenbach. I'm just starting to think maybe like other teams might start to want us as well, because this man is just flat out dominating in Andy Petrie equipment. Who knows? Who knows what's in store for 2002? I'm sorry, yeah, 2002, because our contract with Andy Petrie ends this year. So, who knows what the future has in store for us, but all I can say now in the present, we just absolutely curb stomped the field today. Now we got Jeff Burton and Tony Stewart up there as well. We could probably put one of them a lap down as we hit the white flag. This is it. This is the last lap. In fact, we're actually going to let them go. We're not even going to bother. Don't bother fighting or damaging any more of the car that we need to. Let them go and fight it out. What a race. What a drive. I'd say for ourselves, we take a bow, basically leading every single pit cycle lap, and we win the Pontiac Excitement 400. Yes! Get in there. Amazing stuff for us. What a drive, what a race. Well done, guys, back at the shop. They put on an absolute rocket ship in this thing. The new chassis came in, definitely delivered. The better engine, tire grip, the wear. What a drive, what a win. And now we gotta do one last thing before we do anything else. If we even have enough fuel to do it, which I'm sure we do. We gotta do the Polish victory lap, honestly. We have to at this point, right? We have to. For a performance like that, this deserves a Polish victory lap moment, for sure, as we don't try not to bin it on the victory lap here. Let's not do that. But yeah, what a ride for the Amethyst Rocket. The purple bastard rocket wins today at Richmond.
It was all green flag racing in this one.
Whoa, that doesn't happen very often. It makes you pay a whole lot more for any mistakes. You don't have the cushion of yellow flags to get caught up.
And the 56 car truly dominated this race.
Yeah, no doubt he deserves the victory. What an incredible race for all the guys on that team.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week at Lowe's.
Now, this is amazing. For the 3rd time in this season, somehow we're in victory lane, and for the first time, it's not on a super speedway. Yeah, baby. Yes. What a race. What a car. Oh. We needed this. Absolutely. We needed this one. Now he's got to try to go back to Lowe's and see if we can try to have some sort of similar performance. I doubt it very highly, though. Ah, look at all that money. For the third time this season, we get to sing "Ode to Joy." I can't believe I'm actually starting to say this now in this career mode. Now we can sing "Ode to Joy" pretty much, not every week, I would say, but definitely, considerable stuff that we have. We led 84 laps, 185 points. We get the most points day. Max points day. Mark Martin comes home in second. Dale Jarrett third. The Rooster comes home in fourth. So he's definitely going to capitalize on getting that point lead back. Tony Stewart ends up in fifth. Jeff Burton sixth. And only 6 cars were on the lead lap. Steve Park was the first car, 1 lap down in seventh. Labonte eighth. Mike Skinner ended up in P9. And Chad Little. Hey, take a bow, Chad. This is like a legit top 10 for you. Very good run for the 97 car. Even holding off Dale Sr., who was in 11th. Jerry Nadeau had a pretty solid run. Jimmy Johnson had a really solid run. Rusty Wallace came from dead last to 16, so definitely a good recovery there, but still not enough. Our teammates finishes 19th, and, well, I know Kenny Wallace didn't do very well. He finished 36th. Yikes, to see. We have two DNFs there, apparently. Terry Labonte also DNF'd at the very end, it looks like there. And Bill Elliott ended up DNFing as well, so it's unfortunate there for him. Oh, boy. We get to drink some champagne, drink some beer, do a little funny stuff here and there or whatnot. But why are we in the open? We won races. I don't know why we're in the open. Why would we be in the open? That's weird. So we got to go win that and probably try to go into the All-Star race next time around as well. So definitely for sure we got to go look at that. So yeah, it's apparently the open that we're still into. It's only 7 laps, so hopefully we can get into the All-Star race. I thought for sure we would win. So now we leapfrog our own teammates now. We're in P16 with our 3 wins somehow. We had the most wins, I think, in this entire season so far, I believe, still. But 16th place in points now. I think we're finding our footing now here in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. We're right behind Rookie of the Year last year, Matt Kenseth. Yeah, what a race. Let's see. How bad did it shake up the points? It kind of did. Ricky Rudd now has a 15-point gap over Rusty Wallace. Jeff Burton's starting to come through in the mix as well, so definitely for sure. Got to watch out for that. Yeah, we have the most wins of the season. Rusty Wallace and Tony Stewart tied for second. Mike Skinner ended up winning 1 race, and Labonte and Earnhardt Sr. and Jeff Burton ended up winning 1 race. But, wow, we needed this win. In case you enjoyed the video, guys, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel quite a bit. And as always, we'll see you in the next one at Charlotte. I would say, hopefully we get into the All-Star race. I don't know why we're in the open still. We won a race already a couple times, so I'm surprised they even consider us there. So we'll see if we can get into the All-Star race, and we'll see you guys then.